Hi guys, how are you? I've missed you guys so much. I am so sorry I haven't made a video in a really long time. I'm pretty sure it's been a month, probably more than a month. I just have had a lot of, family stuff going on, personal stuff. So it's been it's been a rough month. But I'm back. I'm here and I have some new stuff to talk about. There's more than just these things, but I'm infamous for making videos that are way too long, so I narrowed it down to just a few important things that I thought you guys might want to know about or talk about. Some of them are first impressions. This will be the first time I've ever used them, and a couple of them I've used several times. I even wrote some reviews on Instagram about the products, but I wanted to talk about them just a tad bit more in depth on here because there were some questions. Alright, I've got so much stuff in front of me. Where do we start? I think the first thing we'll start with is the Tatcha primer, the silk canvas. This primer, the packaging is beautiful. It's purple. The inside, now mind you, I have used this, so you're not going to see a fresh, clean surface because I've used this a couple times. It actually reminds me of car wax. I'm not kidding you. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. You get 0.70 grams, or grams, 0.70 ounces, I believe for $52 or $53, which is, I know, very, very pricey, but you don't need a lot of this to cover your face. I don't use this on my entire face. I concentrate it in my problem areas. When I posted my little review on Instagram about this, there were just a lot of questions, about how I used it and, what to do with it. Now, the number one thing I want you to know is that do not put your hands, fingers, whatever in it, because you're not going to pick up enough product. Because when it's in the container, it's, I don't want to say hard, but it's a heavy consistency. You can't just rub your hands across it and put it on your face. You're not going to get any product. That's why it comes with this, a cute little spatula thingy. And on the back of it, there is a line. Sorry for my fingerprints. You see the line right there? And that's how much you're supposed to scrape up to. Now, I don't need that much. All the videos and other reviews I've read, no one has yet to use that much, but everyone's face is different. Now, I can tell you there is a such thing as using too much of this, and if you do put too much of it on, when you apply your foundation, it can get a little weird. It might pill, so less is more with this. Apply in little bits, because you can always add, but you can't take away. So you see at the top there my little scrape marks that I've made. You just take the disc. Focus, please focus, focus. Alright. Ooh, I don't know if I can, hopefully I can do this. This is weird. Just put it on the surface and lightly, very light pressure, pick up a little bit of it. So there's the little indentation I just made. So you're literally just lightly scraping the surface. And like I said, I don't go up to the line. It's, like I said, a harder consistency when it's like this, but the minute I take this off and put it on my face, it almost immediately turns into a cream. Like a lotion. It looks pinky in the pot, but once you get it on, see how it's just immediately creams up, almost like a lotion. And it almost feels like skincare to me. It's like the perfect balance of you know, primer. Yes, I'm looking in the viewfinder, I'm sorry. Primer and skincare, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. So I like to put it on my cheeks because my cheeks is where I have my enlarged pores. This stuff feels amazing. It feels like a silk canvas. So that's the first. I do 2 layers because, like I said, build up slowly. So there's my first little bit. Let me look at myself in the real mirror for a second. Alright. I'll give it a second just to settle in and dry. Sometimes I'll like go do my eyebrows or something while I let this set. And then I'll go back in for a second little scrape. Now, like I said, you can put on too much of it. And if you do, it gets weird. Now, the second dab that I do, I have the enlarged pores here and here, and I even have a little on my chin. Ugh, they just keep coming. So this second layer, I'm not going to rub. I'm pushing it in to my problem areas so it will fill them in. Fill in my enlarged pores. I'm trying to look in the mirror and not block your view. I'm only doing half of my face because we're going to do something else with the other half. Now I will take, because there's excess, and you know, put it in other places of my skin, because if you notice before I started really pushing and rubbing it in, you could see that my face looked white. That's almost like a gauge of knowing that that's too much in that area, because you'll look whitish. So I've pushed it in. It has a very slight amount of like that silicone-y feel, but not much. So if you don't like primers with that dimethicone feel to them, then you'll probably like this because it's just right. It's like, you know, Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. It's just right. Alright, so we're all pushed in. Now, I don't know if you notice in the view, I notice it in the viewfinder looking, this side just seems like my redness is lessened. You can still see all the redness in my cheeks on this side, and this side it's almost like it literally did put a canvas over my face and make this, you know, area perfect now for applying your base products. So it's like you're getting a fresh paint job. I just white-walled my face. Let me quit being corny. Let me just stop. There is no fragrance of any kind. I don't want to say it's tacky, but I can feel that it needs I prefer to let it have a little time to dry and soak in. Alright, now to the other side. Where'd it go? Sorry, I'm unorganized. I haven't made a video in over a month, and now I'm like, crazier than usual. I was happily surprised to find out that my Nordstrom now has a Charlotte Tilbury counter. Yay, because I've been very curious about the Hollywood Flawless Filter. Now, that stuff is not a foundation. It's basically liquid highlighters. They are super forgiving. So even though there's only 7 shades, like the shade light medium worked for me, and it would work for someone lighter than me and someone still even darker than me. It just has a lot of room to play. I know people were upset. They're like, ooh, 7 shades. But it's not a foundation, guys. It's meant to be a primer, highlighter, mix it in with other stuff. You can just put it straight to the face and put the foundation on top. But it's not something that's meant to have a huge color range, because that's not what it's for. So I did get a sample of it, which was hard to do because the bottle itself is a heavy glass, and you pull the lid unscrews and you pull it out, and it's a gigantic doe foot applicator, like Tarte Shape Tape. and it was really hard to pull the product out because it had, like lip gloss does, you know, the opening closes, so when you pull it out, it, you know, shucks up the extra. So it was a challenge, we'll say, to get some out of it. But you can see it in here. Look at all that. Isn't it pretty? I ended up going with shade, the medium shade, because the girl just thought it looked better. So, like I said, this stuff is very versatile. It covers a lot of different skin tones. She thought that this canceled out my redness more. Sure, okay, whatever you say. So, I only put on a little bit of this at the store just to see what it would do. So this is actually the first time I'm using it. It's thicker feeling. It almost feels like foundation, like a lighter version of maybe It's CC Cream. I'm going to go ahead and go for the all over face effect and see what we get. It is very glowy. Can you see how glowy I am? It's pretty. Now this stuff does claim to blur. Not really fill in pores, but it says it'll, you know, blur fine lines and make you look youthful and glowing and all that good business. Interesting. Now, I can still see my pores. I'm going to put on a dab, just a little dab more in my big problem area and see what I get. If you have enlarged pores, whenever you put on a product, you should push it in, because like I said earlier, pushing it in forces it inside the pores to help conceal them better. So do you see the difference in my face? This side I'm just really glowy. This side just looks evened out. It looks whited out. So we're going to apply foundation to both sides. If I can find my foundation. I took it out to get it ready and now I lost it. Alright. I am just going to go ahead and use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye, the new one. I think that was actually the last video I made was on this product. So I'm going to shake it a little because I haven't used it since that time. And we will put on some stuff. Now I'm just going to use my fingers. Even with the original IT CC Cream, I just prefer my fingers with this texture. So let's do the Charlotte Tilbury side first. Now, the rest of this stuff that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to try to be quick about it. I'm spending time on this face stuff because the face stuff is important. You have to have a good foundation, good skin, you know, a good canvas if you want the rest of your makeup to go on well. So these beginning steps to me are the most important. Now, as you can see in my problem area, I've started this new thing where I pat the foundation in versus just rub it all across my face. I didn't do a full pump. I never do because I just don't need it. So I did like a quarter-ish of a pump. So since this is my problem area, I'm going to pat it in. Now, one time I did use quite a bit extra of the Tatcha because I wanted to see what would happen. Like basically using it up to that line that they suggest. But how hard you scrape it will also determine how thick it'll be on that chip. So definitely don't dig in it. Make light layers. And when I put on the extra Tatcha, my face had a white cast on it because you could definitely tell it was too much. And then when I put my foundation on, it did the weird thing and it pilled up a little bit and it wasn't nice. So, like I said, less is more. And see this, I added just the right amount, and so now everything looks yummy and pretty and somewhat flawless, I don't know. I don't consider myself flawless even with the makeup on. I'm just aiming for, you know, good enough and hidden away enough. The Charlotte Tilbury side, you can definitely see the glow still underneath. I feel like I would like it better mixed in with foundation versus putting it on then foundation on top, because even though I didn't even use that much, my gosh, whew. If you definitely like glowy, dewy business, you'll like this. I do feel like it concealed a little bit of my pores. I mean, nothing is ever gonna, there's no product out there that's gonna make it all go away, but you just do the best you can. And this is my Tatcha side. The foundation is still wet, so that's why it's like it looks like I'm, you know, glowy on this side, and I'm not, because the Tatcha definitely, once it sets and dries, it feels like a soft matte finish. Alright, let's set my face with my next favorite product. This is not something new. You guys have heard me talk about this constantly. I'm sure you're sick and tired of hearing about it. It is Becca hydramist set and refresh powder. You guys have no idea. Like, this is the stuff that's going, like, to the grave with me. This is a very interesting product. When you take off the lid, there's a plastic thing. You have to get your fingernail underneath of it so you can lift off the lid. There you go. So the lid lifts up so that you don't lose product. Now there is a sheet of paper on here. Now I didn't peel mine off. I only open it halfway, dip my brush in, and I put, please don't let me spill it. Please, please, please. And there's the powder, and you see there's a mesh inside of there. And so when you push your brush in, push it down so it goes in the mesh and picks up the product. So there's already some product up in here, so I won't have to push down into the mesh. The brush that I love to use with this is what is it? It's the raldh. I feel terrible. I feel bad. You know, I represent this company and I'm terrible at pronouncing their name. The raldh brushes, the R-A-D-L-H, I believe. The diamond, they look like, the handles look like diamonds. I have a post a long time ago about these brushes. The company is in Mexico, but these aren't like, you know, cheap made in Mexico brushes. These are actually magnificent brushes. I love these brushes. They're synthetic, cruelty-free, all that good business. So I just touched it in there. Now when this touches your face, the excuse me, the feeling is just wow. It really does feel like you're putting something cool and wet on your face, but it's not wet. Ugh, like that feeling never gets old. Love it. Now, you guys all know I have extremely super duper dry skin. Never in my life would I ever apply powder all over my face, because I would be a hot mess. But this stuff I can put on all day. I can put on more than one layer. It never gets dry. It never gets cakey. And I just love that initial feeling when you apply it, because it makes you feel like you are hydrating your skin. It's like you're spraying your face with some kind of face spray, but it's powder. So it's just nifty. So anything that doesn't show my dry patches or make my skin feel like a prune, like sucked in, I'm all for it. I can wear this stuff, like I said, as thick as I want. There's no white cast. It's perfectly translucent. Even though in the jar it looks peachy pink, it doesn't go on that way. And I just stipple it on, especially in my problem areas, and I give my perimeter a little buff. My skin feels so good all day. The combination of the Tatcha with this powder for me is perfection. Like, I feel like my skin looks like so great. I'm gonna come and see you so you can see. Let me move all this junk that I have in front of me. Here, let's do this. Can I go the right? Ooh, it would help if I go the right direction, wouldn't it? So it covered up, or not covered up, but helped conceal all my yuckies that are right here. Alright, let me back you out now. Oh my. I am just so not a professional at this. Can you tell? It'll be okay. At least I hope I'm entertaining for the day, if anything. Now my camera's crooked. I just can't win or lose today. Oh well. Screw it. I don't care. The background is now no longer in center. I'm not in center. I don't care. So my face feels magnificent. I've worn the primer, foundation, and powder for more than 9 hours, and I felt hydrated and fresh all day. My makeup lasted all day. I just love the combination of the primer and the powder. I've tried 3 different foundations. All 3 worked. Same effect. Just my skin just felt fantastic. And when I removed my makeup at the end of the night, because the Tatcha I feel like is a skincare almost, my face feels good. It feels soft and nice. So anyways, let me stop babbling before I make another freaking 40-minute video. Alright, real quick. We're going to touch on next the Too Faced Natural Face Palette. I'm not going to do up my whole face with this, but I just want to show you how a couple of the powders actually perform. I was pleasantly surprised by this palette. I haven't haven't really loved an item from Too Faced in a very long time, so this took me by surprise. This thing is heavy and weighted. It's beautiful. The lid is domed. The lettering here is raised. Come on, focus. It's just a gorgeous palette. So, let's open her up. Let me try not to blind you with the mirror. It does open flat all the way, which is fantastic. Hold on, there we go. So there are the powders. Now the highlighters, which are the end ones here, they have color shifts in them. The bottom one is goldeny pink, and the top one is a bright fuchsia purpley pink. I think the highlighters are phenomenal. I think the whole palette is great. I am not big on bronzing and doing all that business. I never have been, so I'm not an expert at this, so we're just gonna wing it. I'm gonna use the top shade Sun Honey and a little dab of the bottom shade Tropic Like It's Hot. It's these 2 end shades. I'm telling you, this palette is pigmented, okay? I should name this video called Less is More. We're talking dab. That's it. I always do a terrible, and I mean terrible job at putting this stuff on because I'll put it too low. I'm picking up more Sun Honey, which is more brown, because the bottom shade has a little touch of red in it and a satin feel, and I don't want too much of a shiny, because I have so much glow going on already. Like, I'm glowing to the gods, so I'm gonna stick with the matte shade on top. But yep, I always end up going too low on my cheeks. When you got, I don't know, the shape of my face and these fat, chubby chipmunk cheeks, it's just, I don't know, it can be difficult to apply, you know, like contour, bronzer, whatever, because my cheeks, look at the size of these things. It's like I have apples on my face. What the heck? Alright. So, I think we're good on the bronzing aspect. Now, I'm touching the pan lightly. I'm not picking up a whole crap ton of color here. This is definitely a buildable formula. You know, put on as little as much as you want. And it's definitely, I think, very natural looking. I don't know why I feel like this, I just look weird. I guess because I don't wear bronzer often. I look funny. Now, the day I tested this and made my Instagram post, I don't know why, I was like, you know what, I'm going to stick some of this crap on my eye. And the matte shade here made a beautiful transition. This deepened it up because it's got a satin finish. Put it in my crease. I put some of the both of these blushes on my lid. In the middle, I made the bright pink, and then these I used as inner corner and brow bone highlights. So this is truly a face palette. I did my entire face with it, so it turned out beautifully. I want to show you these highlighters, but I'm not going to put them on my face because we have some other highlighters that we're going to put on my face. But this was a bad shirt to wear. Look at this. But thank goodness it's one of those shirts. It's got open holes, so we're just going to pick a hole because I want you to see the highlighters. They're so pretty. The powders themselves feel a tad bit they have a rougher texture, but they go on and blend really nicely. Let me make the swatches and then I'll find a good way to hold up my arm so that you can see them. The gold one is intense, and boy is it gold. I usually don't like that type of gold highlighter on my face, so when I wore this palette I mixed the two together. Please show up somewhere. Hold on. I suck at this, don't I? I suck. I'm fired, guys. I really am. Hold on. Damn it, you're gonna see this one way or another. It's not working. I'm fired. You guys are probably like, this bitch sucks. There's the pink. There you go. Fuchsia pinky. And then come on, gold. Because this thing in person, we're talking gold. Come on. There it is. My swatches suck. This was a terrible shirt to wear. It looked cute in the mirror, but then I didn't think about swatching. So, bad outfit choice. I'm trying so hard for you guys to see these. Do you see them? Please say yes. Just say yes, you see them. They're gorgeous, gorgeous highlighters. I'm sorry. I suck, don't I? We're going to discuss 2 highlighters and 2 lip products, and the video will be done. Alright. Lip products, super quick. I have quite a few lip products here. I'm not going to put them all on. I showed you guys this on my IG story the other day. This is by Almay. Look at this. Almay did this, and they have a bunch more other colors. They all have a color shift in them. There's a little sneak peek of them in my IG story. I guess I should make an official post. I'm been dying to swatch this, but I was waiting for you guys. I'm trying to find the shade name. They're called Almay Goddess Glow lip glosses, and they remind me, for some reason, of the new Becca glosses. I don't know, maybe it's the name. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, they put plastic on it and the UPC too. Like, seriously, can I just open the damn thing? Why is the shade? Oh yeah, there's a shade name on there. I need a magnifying glass. I don't freaking know. I'll have to add it down below in the description box after I go get a magnifying glass. I'm going to have to borrow my dad's, you know, the thing that older people have to magnify things. I'm going to need that. That's how little the writing is. Ooh. Slight, yeah, little vanilla, like a vanilla scent. Not strong. Oh, yes. It's not strong. It's very light. It's pretty. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to, hold on, let me make one more layer because I want you guys to be able to see it. How pretty is this? It's lilac with, hold on, pink and teal shimmers. Come on. This definitely is not as strong as it looks in the tube, because you see how many, but you also, it just, whenever you pull the wand out, it sucks off a lot of the product. So you might have to apply more than one layer on your lips to get full, you know, opaque pigmentation. It's a beautiful color. I'm trying to make sure you can, I want you to see all the prettiness in there. So I like this a lot. They had pink, purple, coral shades. They had all different kinds of shades. I'm thinking I'm going to pick up one of the brighter shades, maybe the corals, because that'll probably look gorgeous, because this purple one is a little bit on the light side. Alright, I picked this up while I was at the Nordstrom event that they had that I went to last weekend. This is one of the Dior lacquer plumps. They remind me of, tell me they don't remind you of Crayola crayons. This is the shade 327 Glitterati. There are 3 different finishes: glitter, matte, and I want to say satin. I don't know. But I distinctly remember 3 groups. This is in the glitter group. It's beautiful. Now it does, hold on, let me wipe off my hand some more. Get all the glitter off, or the gloss. It does dry down. It takes a little bit, kind of feels a little bit tacky for a little while. You could do this with a finger or maybe even blot a little bit to, you know, take some of the tackiness away. I think the shade is freaking magnificent. It's filled with beautiful glitters that you cannot feel on your lips. There's no gritty feeling. Remember the lip balm, the Dior Glows or whatever, the holographic ones? I got one of those and I took it back because I could feel the chunks, the glitter, like stabbing me in the lip, and I absolutely hated it. I don't know if on camera, can you see the different, okay, there we go. Do you see the glitter in there? You can, on the mouth, you can definitely see it. Like if you put on a light layer, the glitters are more pronounced. But it just has a lot of shine, a lot of multicolored shimmers in there. It's just beautiful. I'm trying to hold it at an angle so you can catch all the different shades in there. This is just stunning. This is just a stunning product. I'm going to leave it on here for a little bit and hope to God that I don't mess anything up so I can show you, you know, how it looks dry. It lasted 5-6 hours, but I ate a salad that had an oil-based dressing in it, and of course that did it. It was done, but it survived a Starbucks coffee, and that's saying a lot. I did not have any product on, you know, the rim of my coffee lid. As far as this plumping thing goes, the glitter draws the light to your lips, which could potentially make them look bigger. but there's no like buxom plumping properties. There's no, that I felt, no tingling, any of that going on. So I'm guessing they're just saying because, you know, of the glitter maybe and the shine, that it can potentially make your lips look juicy, but there's no plumping action. So I'm not really sure why they named it what they named it. The next product I'm going to show you, excuse me, I'm sorry guys, something I'm in love with. It's insanely expensive. Try to get it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sephora has it. We just finished the first round of the VIB sale. Pick one up during the second round. This is the YSL Voluptude Liquid Color Balm. And I have the shade 10, Devour Me Plum. Comes in the standard gold box. The packaging is freaking cute as all hell. Little lips down there with the window so you know what your color looks like. It's just beautiful. I typically don't like liquid products from YSL for some reason. I'm looking for my mirror. I don't like the smell. To me, they don't smell good. I don't know why. Like, I do not like the oil tints at all. The smell was just, ugh. But this stuff, oh my gosh. The applicator is cute as all hell. It's a pair of freaking, hold on, ooh, wrong way, duh. Do you see it? It's little lips. And the end, the point, makes it perfect for getting in those little crooks. This formula, oh my goodness. It feels so good. Maybe I shouldn't talk while I do this. Hold on. Awkward silence. Yeah. Gosh, you guys, I can't put words to this, how good it feels when you put it on. Soft, buttery, silky yumminess, and I only had to dip once, and you see I have full coverage. Let me fix little boo-boos. Alright. I feel like it makes my lips look younger. Like, the lines in the lips, it fills them in and makes your lips just look, I don't know the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm trying to say. It makes them appear younger because it smooths them out. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't my lips, they look great, don't they? I love it. I love this shade. I'm thinking about getting one more. And I'm thinking about going out of my comfort zone and trying like a corally pink shade. Something appropriate for spring and summer. But I love this stuff. It still feels wet. Give it a little bit. It doesn't like dry down all the way like a matte liquid lipstick, but it does dry down some. It fades gracefully and then leaves a stain. So that's the skinny on that. Then I was at Walmart and saw this by Hard Candy. This is a lip oil. It's called Blooming Lip Oil. I can't remember how many shades. There were a couple shades, but my store only had one of these left and one of a pink shade. This shade is called Black Rose. Now, when I put this on the other day, I was like, damn, this reminds me of something. It reminds me a little bit of YSL, what I have on my mouth now. It's not an exact dupe, but it's pretty darn close. Even the colors are somewhat similar. It comes in a tube, but when you twist it off, it's really a doe foot applicator. Standard paddle. It looks super dark, but you're going to be surprised. It's not that dark. Well, oh shoot, it doesn't. On my hand, it's going to be. It's pH color changing, guys. So it looks black on my hand, and I don't think it's going to change color on my hand. But after, when you put it on your lips, and it you know, the warmth and the pH, it totally changes color, and on me almost looks this color. See how it's, you can still see the black in it. You can't see it pretty in my hand. On my hand it looks freaking disgusting. That's diaper wipe. Alright, I wanted to leave the YSL on to show it to you, but I want you guys to see this. So I'm going to have to take it off. Oh, I don't want to take it off. But yeah, it's already started to see this shine knock down a hair, so the shine settles down and fades. Say goodbye to YSL. Ah, darn it, I didn't wanna, because I really like this stuff, but it is what it is. Okay, I quit whining. Alright. And let me take this black stuff off my hand. See, look, it's not, see, it's purpley. I'm trying not to mess up the Dior. Okay. Let me put this on. I don't know what happened to my little pink mirror. I'm just losing everything. I'm a hot mess. I can't go again a month not making a video because when I come back I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. The consistency of this is a little bit stickier, not a lot, like not bad sticky, than the YSL, but it has a similar smooth silky texture. I only tried this on once. Hold on, awkward silence again. Hold on. I can't talk and put on lip stuff. See, it's starting to change. It's starting to go mauve-y. It's a little bit darker than the YSL. It needs a little more time. I think just a couple more minutes and it might get pinkier or mauvier. It's an interesting product. I don't know if it will do what YSL does, meaning, you know, the shine come down and turn into a stain. I have no idea. I only wore it for a little bit the other day. But I like the way it feels, and my lips feel moisturized. So if you're into, I love lip oils. It feels extremely soft and just slidey and yummy and moisturizing feeling. And the packaging is cute. What can I say? Last two things, I'm gonna shut up. But I bet you this is still a 40-minute video. I don't know. I can't see. There's no timer on here to tell me how long I've been yakking my mouth for. But I know me. Alright. I actually swatched this for you guys last night on IG story. I know you guys were like, holy shit, this bitch actually swatched that. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to cuss anymore, right? Didn't they change the rules? There's no more cussing on YouTube? Whoopsie. This is the Becca mystery highlighter that they did. It's the shade Dreamsicle. In the pan, it looks completely intimidating and scary. It's like, hell no, my face is going to be freaking orange. It has a lot of different shades in here. It's peachy, it's pinky, in some angles it's golden. If you look at my Instagram post, I tried to catch as many different angles as I could. I was surprised when I swatched this. I wasn't expecting it to be the way it was. So I have an e.l.f. highlighter brush. This is, again, less is more. Do not swirl. We're going to just tap a little. Now mind you, I've swatched this like twice already. This will be the third time, and you can still barely tell that I've touched this. Because you don't need much. Just a little. I don't have any blush on. I just put on a little bit of that bronzer and kind of brought it up into my cheeks. This is very golden. It is very yellow gold based. It is not orange. It might have some orange properties to it in certain angles, and pinky peachy ones as well. But if anything, it's more golden. If you're super fair, I don't know if you'll be able to wear this because it is quite a yellow. It would make a nice blush topper. It would look beautiful on the eyes. I'm just adding just a tad bit more. You guys are getting the ugly side angle, I'm sorry. I have the traditional Asian. In case you guys didn't know, I am half Korean. So I have the traditional flat face, half pancake face. But that's okay. It's the way God made me, and I embrace it. Let me get a little closer to you so that you can see that this is not scary. Oh, come on. I'm trying to put the stupid piece of paper back in because I'm OCD like that. I have to put things back the way they were and put the cover back on. Hold on here. I have no idea what you're seeing because my face is turned. Oh, I can't put my head back like that. It's gonna kill me to try. Oh. Ooh, talk about neck extra. Killing my neck here so you guys can see. But it's not orange, guys. It's just a very warm gold. On deeper complexions, tan complexions, I think this is going to look amazing. And I think deeper tones, people with tanner tones, it's going to make the orange flip come out a little bit more pronounced, which I think would look fantastic. If you like, you know, an extreme highlight, this is, you know, all you. But you can use a light hand like I just did and still make it work. When I'm all done highlighting up my face, I'm going to come get closer and try to give you a better view of everything because I can't turn my head certain ways. Alright, last thing, where's the box to it? Kiko Golden Waves. This box is so stinking gorgeous. When I first saw the collection, it reminded me of Mac Padma. The actual packaging is, sorry, trying not to, it's super reflective gold. It is plastic, but you know, what can you say? You get a whole crap load of product in here. It's beautiful. This is 02 Golden Rose. There's an 01, and I believe it's just called Gold. This has obviously some pink to it. This is a baby pink. It's pretty. I think it would be appropriate for someone with a lighter skin tone because it's not super dark. Ooh, wow, this stuff is a lot more pigmented than I thought because I just did a little bit at the bottom and wow, holy shit. So this stuff is not playing. Kiko is not playing games. Holy shit. I know you see that. It's pretty. It's almost a pinky beige because it's got swirls in it. No, I don't think every person, like no two people are going to get the same swirl baked pattern. It's going to be different. Hopefully there's not that much variation in color because I don't have that much white. You see, I only have a little bit. So if you get one that has a lot of white in it, it could potentially even be lighter than this. Or if you want to be on the lighter side, go over there where the white is. This is an intense as hell highlighter, but it blends beautifully. Hold on, I'm taking a good look at myself. It blended so easy and nice. It's freaking stinking gorgeous. Alright, everything is on my face that I wanted to tell you about and talk about. Oh look now, I found my mirror now. A lot of good that's going to do me now, huh? Alright, so let's visit everything we did. There's Kiko. It's like a pink beige, like I said. It's a beautiful color, a beautiful highlight, so freaking intense. Here's my Becca side. I don't know if you can see the gold or not because of the lighting in here, and I didn't put on a lot. I mean, I don't want to look pea yellow, because if you did pile on too much, because it is quite a yellow shade, it could look that way. But I don't think it looks bad. But I can't see myself the same way you see me. And then my hand. How gorgeous all those shimmers are. Now mind you, my sleeve came down and rubbed across my hand. There's nothing on my sleeve. It still feels a little teeny bit tacky. I told you it would. But if you help it along, it'll get less tacky. Excuse me, sorry. I'm going to wipe it off before I make a mess. It fades gracefully into it will stain, because I put a bunch of swatches on my hand when I was at Nordstrom the other day, and it took until the following day, and I've washed dishes, gave my son a bath, all kinds of stuff, and the swatches I made on my hand were still there. So the Dior definitely will leave a stain. The orangey reddy colors are the ones that I tried, and yeah, definitely stain. This the shade that I got, the Glitterati, not so much, because it's kind of a nudie pink. So this is everything that I wanted to show you, and let's get in on my skin. So I have pretty intense highlight on, especially on this side, and you can see my skin still looks good. Still looking good. This Charlotte Tilbury side, I mean, I feel like this side is concealed more than this side. I don't really necessarily think one side is glowier than the other. I don't know, maybe it is. So as far as the Charlotte Tilbury goes, it's just an illuminating primer. That's how I take it. I just recently bought L'Oreal Glotion, and I think it's going to do the exact same thing. So I don't think you need Charlotte. There's other ways, you know, cheaper alternatives. It's not a must. It didn't do, I don't feel like it did anything that's super spectacular for my face to, you know, pick it up. The Tatcha, on the other hand, yeah, I know the price is not nice, but my skin and my makeup have never looked better. Buy it from QVC like I did, and try to catch it when they're doing one of their Easy Pay specials. I caught it on 6 Easy Pays, so I pay $8 and some change a month for the next 6 months for Tatcha. Who can't afford $8 a month? And that container is going to last a long time, because like I said, you don't need much. I think I've adequately talked your ear off. Thank you for watching. I don't know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I'm going to try to get back on the ball, guys, and get out of the rut that I'm in. Time to shut up now. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day.